FiliFest is a youth culture organization that promotes the Philippines.
Feel free to participate in the games and participate at your own risk as well. Thank you.
This was my first Comic Con ever, so I had no expectations, but I was very, very excited. I wore a Bokuto outfit. Wait, I have right here. I wore his uniform, but I didn't have his hair. I'll prepare that for next year. I thought we were getting general tickets, so I was heading towards the direction to get them, but then we were like escorted to a special booth kind of thing, and we collected our tickets, and there was actually a lanyard. They gave us this, and whilst I was wearing it, I felt very special, very VIP. As I was walking through the building, I was very much starstruck. There were so many cool and beautiful cosplays everywhere. The first cosplay that caught my eye was an Ari cosplay from League of Legends, and she was so beautiful, but I was too shy to take a picture. However, I did take a picture with this kind of questionable looking fellow. I think he was a Michael Myers hybrid looking thing. All I know is that I was very scared. He did a good job at being scary. So, of course, I took a picture with him. And I took a picture with a couple of others too. I took a picture with Saitama, Shao from Genshin, Omen and Cypher from Valorant. So after me and my friends grabbed lunch, we walked around the stores, and there was so many cool things and merch to buy. There were plushies, there were clothes, there was even like a mini size R2-D2, which obviously I didn't have the funds to. However, it was still very cool to look at. Everything was so cool to look at. Before our performance, there were a couple of K-pop performances, which of course I couldn't stop myself to dance along to in the back in the corner where no one can see me. And soon enough, it was our turn to get on stage, and I wasn't nervous. I was excited to play the games.
The first game we decided to play was Pitik Calamansi. So you have either calamansi or a grape, an empty bottle, and a bottle tip should be small enough for calamansi or grape to rest on top of it. You put the calamansi, we didn't find a calamansi, but we put a grape on top of the bottle. You would have to flick it off in one go after you get spun around. As you can see, I went first for my team. I was like, yeah, you know, I can do this. I could not. So next game is a newspaper game. We have music and you have a partner, and when the music stops, you have to go on the newspaper and your feet cannot be anywhere on the ground apart from the newspaper. Sounds like an easy game, right? Well, that's till you keep folding it and folding it to make it smaller. And so it's quite hard actually, it's quite a hard game.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
My favorite game, not even to play but to watch, was the newspaper game. The way to stay in the game became more imaginative, more creative, more risky, more dangerous. Yeah, it was fun.
Game 3 was Chinese garter. You would have either a garter or elastic string for at least 2 meters long, and there'll be 2 people holding it at either end, and you'd have to go over it. As you can see, people are jumping over, having a really fun time.
Yeah, feel free. Feel free. Participate at your own risk, by the way, guys.
But there was some people who wore like really long dresses or couldn't jump that higher, because every round the garter would go higher and higher and higher. So what did they do? They just stepped over it normally. That you didn't have to jump. We didn't specify that you had to jump. You know, it's like we caught you sort of thing. But yeah, it was really fun. when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I should have joined. I was really tempted to take off my heels, but then I still wanted cosplay pictures. Cosplay comes first, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, so the whole of Pop Asia at FiliFest was really fun because I never got a chance to be part of be a speaker or something like that, and I was really grateful that I got the 3-day pass for helping out with FiliFest. I've been going to MCM for like so many years, I can't even count at this point, and having that experience on stage where you're playing games with your friends, like, I think that's pretty fun. It's fun when you're going with friends, and I'm glad I went with FiliFest.
Overall, it was a very, very fun day. It definitely exceeded my expectations of what Comic Con was going to be like, and 100% I will go next year, and the year afterwards, and the year afterwards, and the year afterwards. Yes. Thanks for watching our Comic Con vlog. Be sure to watch all our other videos on our channel, and you see that button where it spells SUB? Yes, and the rest. Subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time.